This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
Newfoundland says, just getting here. I'm sure Big O has touched on letting Hollins walk. Bonehead move to sign Preston Williams and let Mack Hollins go. I hope he does well in the silver and black. I have talked about it, but I did not talk about this, Newfoundland. Let me enlighten you a second here, okay? I'm going to do something here, and I'm going to help you out here because this needs to be talked about because I think this is a mistake that a lot of people are making, and you should not be making this mistake because it is not an accurate mistake. It's not an accurate statement that some of you are making about this. You cannot look at Preston Williams and say Mack Hollins is not here because of Preston Williams. And let me explain why. We're not done yet, okay? So right now I'm gonna read to you what the Miami wide receiving core looks like. Cedric Wilson already made the team, right? I mean, he just signed the contract, correct? Okay, so now Jalen Waddle already made the team, right? Because, Devontae Parker is already under contract. He made the team. Now, all of a sudden, you get to receiver 4 and 5. I don't know if they're going to go to 6 anymore. So, receivers 4 and 5 have to help you out on special teams. Does Preston Williams help you out on special teams? No. Preston Williams will need to make the roster. They're going to draft another wide receiver. Lynn Bowden Jr., I think, will jump ahead of Preston Williams because he can do all kinds of things. So I would imagine that Lynn Bowden, Cedric Wilson, and Chase Edmonds, the running back, those 3 guys are going to be interchangeable. Those 3 guys are going to be playing a lot of the Deebo Samuel role. So if I tell you right now, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Parker, Cedric Wilson, and Lynn Bowden Jr. already made the team because Lynn Bowden is going to be able to help you out in other ways. So now it's the 5th receiver. You see what I'm saying? What I'm trying to tell you is Preston Williams is not on this football team. He signed the contract, but he has maybe a 10% chance to make the team. So Mack Hollins may not have made the team in their eyes because they need something different at wide receiver. And I don't think it's Preston Williams either. The thing they signed Preston Williams, it's because it's another body. You need bodies in training camp. He's incredibly gifted. So if he happens to wake up while you're in training camp, there's your 10% chance. Okay, and let me tell you something. I'm being generous at 10% with Preston Williams. Seriously, I'm being super generous at 10%. Preston Williams will not make this team. Okay, so stop overreacting on that. It has nothing. Cedric Wilson is the reason why Mack Hollins is not here. So measure his play. When you see him play, that's the guy that took Mack Hollins' place. Yes, sir. What do you got to say?
Well, I was going to ask you this. Do you think it was a respect move that they didn't sign Mack Hollins, bring him into camp just to cut him?
No. I don't think
just let him go out and get his money now?
Yeah, I don't think they care about that. I think they're doing what's best for them.
Okay.
Not for Mack Hollins.
As you were talking, I was
it's a new coach. It's a new coach.
Yeah, I do. I understand, but
he doesn't care about Mack Hollins.
Yeah, but it's still Chris Greer. And
Doesn't
Chris
matter.
Greer, I think.
Look at the players they're adding.
They're
adding Cedric.
That,
they're adding
I get
2
that
running
point.
backs, the fullback.
Yeah,
they're changing what they're doing.
I get that, but instead of just signing Mack to a deal to bring him in to compete for a job,
right,
that they don't see him getting,
exactly.
Now letting him go to me is more respected respectful play on to Mack Hollins to say, hey,
that's a good way of looking at it.
Go get your money because we could sign you to a deal, but ultimately you might not make this team.
Right. And Preston, they don't care because he's probably not going to make the team anyway. Yeah. So leave the Preston Williams thing. Stop overreacting on the Preston Williams thing. I don't really believe he's making this team at all. I don't. I'm sorry.
This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.